All right, looks like we're starting to grab some people already, so I'm just gonna come on and say hi to everybody that's already here and joining us. I'll wait till 7 o'clock to actually start the official process here. I did send emails out to anybody that had their application put in, so know that anything that we go over here is also in an email that you received. And then those that are selected will also be getting an email to notify them that they were selected. Can everybody hear us okay? Loud and clear. Perfect. Great. Glad to hear that, guys. All right, a few more minutes and then we'll get started. I'm losing light in our house and there's not the best of overhead lighting, so I've attempted to get some light in here. So, but the video is not as important as who actually gets selected. Amy, I liked your post that you said you felt like a ball player waiting to be selected for. So we'll see what happens tonight. We've got about 30 names on the application list. Some of you guys really wanted to make sure your names were on the list, so there was like 3 or 4 times that some of you actually submitted your applications. All right, my clock shows 2 minutes till, so we'll just wait to the official 7 o'clock in case anybody else is joining, that we don't cut them off from not knowing what's going on. I will go over some of the details, kind of what to expect, not only from tonight with the process of actually doing the 12 selections, but also the event, a little bit about Sand Hollow and what you can expect there too. Looks like we're starting to grow a bit more in those that are joining us. Hi, Tony. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Amy. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Travis. Good to have you all here with us. Nathan's hiding off to the sidelines helping me answer chats. So he just got done loading up the trailer for tomorrow. We're hosting Wheeler Lake tomorrow, so we just got all that set up and ready to go to see those that are going to be with us tomorrow. So we officially are at 7 o'clock. So I will start and give you guys a bit of information about who Epic is in case we have some that watch this at another time or joining that don't really know. Epic 4x4 Quest is a nonprofit 501c3 organization that Nathan and I founded to be able to help support law enforcement members and first responders. Anything that we raise from our events or our runs, we use to give back to our law enforcement with our own organization through doing different off-road trails where we do ride-alongs and they bring their own vehicles, and we supply them dinner. And then at the end of the year, anything that we don't have a need for our overhead, we then pour back into some 501c3s in Colorado that have similar missions, MC1 Foundations being one of the ones that we love to support. This year we have done a great job in raising extra funds, and so we might be able to have some go to COPS as another organization as well. We've had, unfortunately, several fallen officers here in the state, and COPS is a great organization to be able to help family members as well as other police departments that have suffered those losses. So we'll be looking into trying to make a donation there as well. So that's kind of a little bit about us. We're really excited about the changes this year. So it used to be a first come, first served basis on whoever could get in and type the fastest was who was selected to go on these events. It became kind of unfair. Those that have been kind of learned the loopholes and were able to get in at a higher rate than those that hadn't before. So to change it up, what we've done is we've created an application process where you guys go in, you fill in an application, and then we will draw those tonight. Round one is anybody that was not a primary participant in last year's M.O.A.B event, last year being technically 2021, which we had in Farmington. 2022 will be in Sand Hollow. In case you didn't realize that, that's where we are going to be going. And then drawing two will be anybody that was not selected in the first round, as well as anybody that participated with us previously. We'll do one last drawing. Basically, the last one is just to put those that are still on the list in order, and that will be our order we'll reach out to in the event that somebody declines their invitation or is unable to make it for some reason. On average, with our events, statistically, we have a minimum of one that typically ends up not being able to join. It often is two. So being on the alternative list does not mean that you are not going to potentially have that offer come your way. So just know to keep eyes on emails, and we'll make sure to reach out to anybody in the event that we do have one of those spots open up. So as a reminder is what you're getting into for this drawing. The event costs $400. Those that do accept their invitation are going to have to do a $100 deposit within 7 days. So you have 3 days to accept. That's going to be 8 p.m. on Monday, whatever next Monday is. Is that the 3rd? I'll look at a calendar and make sure I tell you the right date. The 4th. So Monday the 4th, 8 p.m. will be the deadline to respond to the emails that will go out tonight, or to reach out to us if you do not see an email to make sure that we know that you have accepted your slot. In the event that we do not hear back from you within those 3 days, or your deposit is not paid for within the 7 days, then you will be forfeiting your slot whether or not you wanted it. So make sure that you respond to that email. If you don't see it, then email us. You can do so at epicbod, so EPICBOD at epic4x4plus.com. The event will cover one vehicle with up to 2 people in the vehicle. You can have additional people ride along. We just will charge an additional $75 per person, and that is just to help cover food and other expenses. There will be 3 dinners that we're going to supply. You'll get at least 1 t-shirt. You can buy additional t-shirts if you like, but we will supply 1 t-shirt with the cost. We do an event sticker as well as a 2020 sticker for Epic that we will include in there. We'll lead you guys through some trails, which those will be a surprise. We might have some games and some other activities that we'll include that are optional if you'd like to participate in those. Lodging is not included with our M.O.A.B events, so you will be responsible to find your own lodging. There's several options in Sand Hollow. There's a Sand Hollow Resort. There's some hotels that aren't far away. And then there's camping inside of the Sand Hollow State Park as well, if you'd like to do that. If you do plan to camp in the Sand Hollow State Park, just know you want to start that process early. They do tend to fill up on the fast side. You are going to be responsible for anything that is not included in the event. So basically your gas, your lodging that I just mentioned, your lunches, and your breakfast. will all be something that you're going to need to cover. And then the other thing that you're going to have to do is actually obtain a flag. It's going to be no smaller than 6 by 9, and it needs to stick up at least 2 feet above your roof line to make sure. It will, all payments will go through PayPal. So you can set that up through there. Or you can do a check as well, if that's your preference. We just have to set up and make sure that we know that that's how you're coordinating to let that happen. That is basically the extent of what I wanted to make sure you guys knew about kind of the process for tonight, the event itself. As a reminder, these are harder trails. We'll be running anything from about a 6 to an 8. Some of the obstacles are not going to be able to be bypassed. Some of them will, but we will make sure that we get everybody through. You know, the goal is always to get through the entire event, not necessarily just one day. So we will remind you guys of that. We'll try to set it up to where they'll kind of progress in difficulty as we're there, so that we're not throwing you out onto the hardest trails right away. All right, so now for the schematics and the fun part where you get to figure out if you're coming or not. So the website that you guys go and you fill your applications out on, oh, that shows up really well. You like that white screen? That works good. We actually export out all of those applicants. I throw it into a spreadsheet, or it throws it into a spreadsheet. I use the duplicator to remove any duplicate names that are on there. Like I said, some of you guys really like to submit applications, and I had like 3 or 4 for some of you. So those got thrown out, so there's only 1 for each person. Anybody that came last year was then color-coded for us to be able to actually be able to know to put them automatically into the second round. From there, what I did is I actually moved them into a Word document, made the names go with commas between them, because I am now going to open the name picker, and that is going to allow us to highlight these names and drop them in there. So the first round has 23 names that are going to be entered into this randomizer. Once somebody is selected, it will remove their name from the list, and we will pick 6 to start. And these are the first 6 that have not been on our event last year as a primary. So I'm going to go ahead and click the pick random name. I'm going to attempt to turn down the screen brightness if I can. So maybe I can actually show this to you guys. Where's the kid when I need her? She's always so good at this and does it in like 2 seconds flat. Me, it takes a second to remember where it is on this silly computer. I only have like 3 computers going at once here, guys, to make this happen. All right, so I'm going to read them. I'll attempt to show them. There will be a screen, a screenshot of this that's going to be shared so that you guys can actually see. It actually shows the time that it was actually done. But we will call them out for time being. Yeah, you can do that. So I'm going to screenshot this first so I don't lose it. Ready? Here we go. Our first 6. Dave Shaw. Lisa Potter. Nathan says he can't type that fast. Lane. Tom. They are getting put into the chat for you guys as well. Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
Y. I guess it could be Y. L-Y. And then John Peel. Okay, so Now, what I'm doing is I am selecting the ones that participated with us last year, and I'm adding those into the randomizer now. Same list that was already used, just adding these into that list. I will click to select 6 more. I am going to screenshot this again so that we have it and can't lose it. All right, Tony Wise. Jeff, I see you're on here with us. Your name was hit. Robert, Nancy, Lisa, Mike Coburn, you guys are all on there. So we will be getting emails out to this group of 12. Remember, you have 3 days, so Monday, 8 p.m., to respond back to us that you are accepting your invitation. My last 18, I am going to go ahead and I am going to just put these 18 in order. So know if your name was not called out here, know that you're going to still be on the list as far as from an alternate standpoint. And we're just going to put these in order from so that we know who to offer first. So it will go Dylan, Mike Taylor, Jim Jones, Joseph, Nicole Reed, Mark, Robert Potter, Todd, Dennis New, Angie, David Forrester, Nick Wayne, Travis Peters, Shelby, Amy, Jamie, Chelsea, and James. So that's the order of the rest of them. So I will put that order out there for you guys as well, just so you know the order in which we will offer in the event that we do have some that do not accept. But we will definitely be getting emails out tonight. I'm going to screenshot this one as well because I don't want to lose the order. And I will be sharing these lists on Facebook as well. So inside that event that was created for tonight, I will share this so that everybody knows who is selected. Just remember to watch your emails. The emails will come from Epic BOD at epic4x4quest.com. Anybody have any questions before we call it a night? While I wait to see if anybody answers any questions, I'm going to share a couple more things. So some of you already know, but for those that haven't joined us or are new, we have 6 board of directors. Nathan and I were founders of Epic 4x4 Quests. We have Kevin, Kim, David Reiners, and Jason. They're all board of directors as well. I will share with you that every vehicle that we bring, we pay in the same way that we ask you guys to pay in. So anything that is ever asked of anybody else to pay, we pay as well. We strongly believe in what we're doing, and we want to make sure that we're contributing to this mission the same as we ask everybody else to do so. So just to throw that out there for anybody that didn't know that about us or our organization. I don't see any questions coming through. Nathan, anything else you can think of that we should throw in there? He says not that he can think of. So on that note, everybody, we are really excited to have you guys with us. March will be here before we know it. And so remember that you're going to want to go on a hunt for where you're going to be staying, as well as make sure you have those dune flags in a place to locate those. If you have any questions at any point, know you guys are welcome to reach out to us. I don't care if it's on Facebook, through Messenger or inside the event itself, or if it's via email, you're more than welcome to text me as well if you have my text or my phone number. My cell phone normally gets put into email addresses, so know that you're more than welcome to reach out to me that way as well. We will set up a event group for those that were selected. We'll let you guys get to know each other if you don't know each other already. It will be an additional way for us to share information. So even if you don't have Facebook, no, we will still send things out via email. It just gives us a way to have a little bit more chatter versus just the important stuff that goes out in emails. We will start Saturday fairly early, so you're going to want to make sure you come in on Friday night, just as a heads up. We do build that day for travel back home just because it is so long of a drive for most of us, but I just wanted to kind of throw that out there as well. So we look forward to having those that were selected out there with us. Thank you guys so much for supporting us and tuning in, and we will see you guys before long. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care. On that, good night.